work of the people of New Jersey.
Why won't you resign, sir? Senator Menendez?
Because I'm innocent.
Why,
What's wrong with you guys?
why were there gold bars there?
I mean, George Washington approved this building. In the years that followed, huge sacrifices were made. They could have built the building that looks like a Walmart with lazy boy chairs.
Representative, do you support Trump's call to shut down the government?
He has not called me, and I do not support you wearing black socks with short pants.
Will the gentlewoman from Florida, Miss Kamek, kindly take the chair?
Amendment 34 by Miss Houlihan of Pennsylvania. All of them.
Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And you're not here tonight, not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record. You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
My wife isn't a member of the teachers union, but I got to admit I've been sleeping with a teacher for 38 years, and full disclosure.
No.
And what you've got, I honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say.
Chair recognizes the gentlelady from Colorado.
Madam Chair, one moment. My apologies. I do not have amendment number 77 in front of me.
We're the vice president at that time. Where's the wrongdoing? He wasn't even a candidate for president at that time.
He was a candidate.
In August 6th.
So apparently, what source are you with?
I'm with NBC.
So apparently, you'll never believe us.
I'm not going to believe
but
you. I'm asking you a very direct question. You presented a piece of evidence that you say came on August 6, 2017, that demonstrates that Joe Biden was using political influence to help his son. Which wasn't a political figure at that time. The first WhatsApp message you put up, where you talk about the brand. And I'm completely open-minded about this. I'm asking you specifically, how does that demonstrate that there's some sort of political influence being put over him if at that time he's not an elected official?
I'm definitely not going to pinpoint one item. I think we've outlined numerous.
First thing that you brought up.
So apparently you don't agree with it. So report that you disagree with it. I'll take the next question.
If that's what exists as a basis for this inquiry, it is not sufficient.
You mentioned in your oral testimony that you had written a commentary entitled, "You'd Go to Prison for What Biden Did." You'd go to prison for what Hunter Biden did. Isn't that?
That's exactly right. I was cutting down words to stay within my 5 minutes.
You realize, yeah. That's an important word, though, that you left out, though, right?
It is. I regretted it immediately.
Shouldn't we be concerned about all those Biden towers all over the world where foreign partnerships were formed and influence was used here in the United States? I've seen these towers in Indonesia, in the Philippines, in Turkey. I even saw one in Chicago. Shouldn't that be a source of concern of this committee in terms of influence, both foreign and domestic, when President Biden became president?
If there were such things as Biden buildings,
well, was there anyone who did have them?
I think we all know who had.
Well, could you tell us? Because just give me the name, Professor.
I think we're talking about Mr. Trump.
Thank you.
Yeah. As a former director of emergency management, I know a disaster when I see one. We're all appearing now in the world's worst acted TV drama, right? It's been picked up for a second season, the Real House Republicans of Oversight. Perhaps the material's so bad due to the writer's strike.
It's not easy. Well, I tell you what, if you shush up, I'll meet with you immediately after this, okay? But democracy never is easy, as we just demonstrated.
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that when the House adjourns today, it adjourn to meet at 9 a.m.
today.
Majority leaders recognized.
I ask that the Senate observe a moment of silence in honor of Senator Dianne Feinstein.